Hi everyone, let me show you how to summarize a research paper as a flowchart. How to convert your research paper PDF into a flowchart. So this is a great way to analyze a research paper quickly to get an idea about all the content instead of reading the entire research paper. So it is easy to do. We will use ChatGPT and another tool. Both are free. So here you can see a sample flowchart. So I have a research paper here which is highly detailed. So we will convert this into a flowchart. So we will get an actual idea what is actually happening in that research paper, what is being explained. So go to ChatGPT, click on this plus icon, click on add photos and files and select your research paper PDF and ask ChatGPT to write syntax for D2 Lang. Let me search D2 Lang. This is the tool that we will use, d2lang.com. If you go to that website, you can see playground. I'll put the link to directly this website in the description. So here you can see there is a place to write code, basically syntax, which will be converted into a flowchart in this window. So that's what we are going to do. We will ask ChatGPT to write the code which is representing the summary of the PDF of that research paper, and we will paste it here. That's it. Very easy to do. You need to have ChatGPT and D2 Playground open. So ask ChatGPT, write D2 Lang syntax summarizing the research paper. So you need to be specific what you need to summarize, whether you need to summarize the entire paper or a specific section or specific concept. So you can ask and you can convert that into a flowchart. So I'll ask ChatGPT to write the entire summary. Okay. The complete structure of the research paper need to be visualized, have complete sentences. I'm specifically asking to have complete sentences in the syntax, otherwise ChatGPT will just show you keywords. So it will be hard to identify what is the actually happening in the research paper if it is only keywords. Here you can see an example. There is only keywords, but if you are a subject expert in that area, you might get an idea, but ask particularly to have complete sentences so that you can read. So simply enter, ChatGPT will analyze the content of the paper and it will write a syntax. So all we need to do is simply copy this and paste it inside the D2 Lang playground. Okay. Okay. Click on copy and come to D2 Lang. Remove everything in this editor. Right click, paste, and we have the syntax here. Click on compile. Okay. Now you can see this is loading. Look at that. We have a very detailed flowchart. So now it is starting from top to bottom. If you download, you can have a look. So this is the flowchart. You can see it is very detailed. We are not able to read properly. So one trick that you can do here, ask rewrite the syntax. Flowchart should be from left to right. Make it simplified. Press enter. So here you can see export. There is an option to download SVG, which will have highest quality, but all the softwares may not support. But for example, if you zoom in the SVG file, you can see the clarity is very high, but PNG is just an image. Okay. You can see everything is clearly explained. So now let's try the next version. Copy, come here, select all, Control A, backspace, delete, Control V to paste and compile again. So the flowchart is starting from left to right. If you want that to happen from top to down, simply type down here and compile again. See, now you can download it. So basically it is showing what is sequentially happening in that research paper. Research question, method, test 1, birds, test 2, multiple models. So you'll get an overall mental model about that research paper, which I think is very useful. So you can you can ask specifically like a specific section of the research paper if you want to summarize. For example, what is novel in this paper? Write syntax for that. So you can specifically ask to convert as portion of the paper into a flowchart. I think that is also very useful. Okay, copy again, come here, select everything, Control V, compile. Again, I will change the direction down, compile, export PNG. So this is a linear flowchart. If you want, branches, subdivisions, you can specifically mention rewrite with branches and more details, a complete flowchart with sub branches. Okay, let's see what is happening. Yeah, what is novel in this research paper? You can see clearly used 3D printed full color insect models based on real specimens. Novelty 1, novelty 2, novelty 3, T3. You could even use this in your PowerPoint presentation or paper. So I think it is very useful. Now let's try the new version. Select everything. Yeah, one cool thing here, you can see sketch option. If you turn that on, the flowchart will convert into a handwritten style. So let me compile again. Now look at that. It has a handwritten style associated with that. I'll download PNG. See, what is novelty in this study? Novel tools, 3D printed insect mimics, printing based on 3D scans of real insect, realistic models. Created continuous gradients between model and mimic, morphing. You can see it gives a complete picture of the paper. So if you are a visual learner like me, this is a very useful tool. Hope this tutorial was helpful. See you in the next